Final session of day 2 of the 2025 Australian Open, and it's all to play for in section 123. It's Queensland's Jake Rynne up against Queensland's Daryn Farrell. It's Helensvale's Jake Rynne up against Helensvale's Daryn Farrell. Looking forward to this match between two club mates. Jake has recently moved there, and looking forward to seeing how they both go on rink 28 here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. Val Febo with you, and alongside me, as he has been all day and doing a mighty fine job, I must say, is Troy Corber. Troy, welcome.
Good afternoon, Val. Here we are. Last game of the day, and we've got one that means something here.
We certainly do. The last match meant something as well. That was a very good clash between Tyrone Alberti and Mark Wybrown, the man who was controlling all of your vision, who we've invited on to have a little bit of a chat with us today, is Connor Munnings. Connor, welcome to your first Australian Open broadcast, my friend.
Thanks, Val. Couldn't miss out on this game. It's a big game. Both players have 2 wins, so this game, whoever wins goes through pretty much. So yep. I had to jump in.
I love how he's put special comments, Connor Munnings, on the screen. Not like you or I are adding any value, Troy.
Well, while I still do the cameras and everything, I won't be commentating as much as you two, but I'll chip in every now and again with a very insightful view.
I feel like there should be inverted commas around the special, maybe. I don't know.
No, well, anytime you chip in, they've got to be the best comments that we hear, I reckon.
They will be, don't worry.
I'm sure they will, because your bowls knowledge is right up there, my friend. But Jake Rynne and Daryn Farrell about to get underway. 21 years old is Jake Rynne, 64 is Daryn Farrell. And you'd think that Daryn being 43 years Jake's senior, he'd been bowling for longer. He's actually been bowling for 4 years. Jake has been bowling for 18, so very long time. Been bowling since he was a little boy.
He's a veteran.
Yep. So by the time he hits his 60s, he'll have been playing for 5 decades, which is quite impressive.
Yep. Well, there goes the hooter.
JR's hooter. And we're underway. Mitch Mears back marking this one for us. 21 up is what we're playing to. First end of this contest. Daryn, his profession, well, he was an interior designer of super yachts.
Wow, that's a cool job.
So I was actually telling him my wife has started watching that show Below Deck recently, and naturally I got suckered in.
Oh, no, you haven't, have you?
It's actually quite good, I must admit.
It's nearly as bad as all those Real Housewives series, mate.
I know. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's a show where you can just switch off and you just watch other people go at each other's throats. But it's it's one of those shows where they charter super yachts, and these yachts are spectacular things. They are ridiculous. And one day maybe we'll get a Bowls Australia conference. We'll all jump on a super yacht. Be great fun, I reckon.
Yeah, he would have dealt with some prickly customers too. Discerning tastes at that sort of level.
Well, yeah, if you're spending, he was saying some of these yachts are costing over $1 billion, or billions of dollars. And I was just walking through, I said in the last broadcast, Monaco Harbour, at some of the boats that are there, and my word, one of them had a helipad.
That's great, isn't it?
So A, they have a helicopter on top of that. B, they have a massive super yacht that costs €1 million a week to keep in the Monaco Marina. So that's a bit of useless knowledge for you about how much a super yacht costs to keep in the Monaco Marina. Back to the bowls.
Just quickly, Val, Darryl is using the white bowls, while Jake has the speckly orange rainbow fruity tooty.
Yeah.
Fruity tooty.
Tutti fruity.
Tutti fruity.
Do you like that flavour?
Well, his flavour of bowls are liking the Jack at the moment, because he started pretty well here.
That was very good by you, Troy.
Thank you.
You're on fire. It put me out of a job, I think. So currently sitting at 3 here, Jake Rynne. And Daryn trying to correct here. Has he got enough legs on this? Might have cut it down to 2.
Mitchell will let us know here.
Still, yep, 2. So Jake Rynne looking to pop in a third to start proceedings here in the final session of the day. Jake is one of the Performance Pathways squad members for Queensland. Very good bowler. And his form has seen him get all the way through to the Australian Champion of Champions, in which he managed to medal at the 2021 event in 2022. That was right here at Broadbeach. Rynne won that event. And that is the best of the lot for Jake Rynne.
Tremendous start there. All over it.
Yeah, you just see Daryn a bit unsure of his weight to start off with. He did go that mid-length, Matt halfway up and Jack halfway up. He's trying to figure out what length he wants to play, and he was a bit all over the shop with his first end, but I'm sure he'll get it eventually.
They are special comments, Connor. You're on fire. I'm backing you in. You know what? You talk the talk and you walk the walk, and that's what I appreciate.
That's what I'm here to do, Val.
You're doing a great job. First Australian Open for Connor Munnings.
So, yeah, Jake is a very classy performer, so Darren's going to be right up against it in this game. He's going to have to match him early, otherwise he's going to find himself well down in a blink of an eye. So
Jake is registered as a member of Windsor for this Australian Open, but recently made the move to Helensvale just a couple of months ago before the Warilla Fora side. And playing now out of one of the biggest clubs in the land, Club Helensvale. Just the innovation that they have at the moment under Wayne Moffat. 2 undercover greens now, 1 outdoor green. It's the inside facilities are ridiculously good.
Oh, it's world class. It's a magnificent place to visit, whether you're playing bowls or not.
Daryn Farrell, his first one here, put right on the money. So both of them have notched up wins over Michael Byram and Anthony Wileman. Jake's score difference is plus 22, so he's averaging an 11-shot win from his 2 matches. Daryn Farrell plus 5, so 2 very close contests for him. Jake Rynne winning 21-18 over Michael Byron in the first match of the day. Daryn 21-20 over Anthony Wileman. And then must have been a 21-17 victory for Daryn in the second match. Jake winning over Anthony Wileman 21-2.
Yeah, that's a solid win, isn't it?
Not bad at all.
Gets an unfortunate tuck on the jack in behind Darren's bowl there, so that consolidates Darren's position at the head at the moment.
And have a look at that. Not a cloud in the sky all day today.
And not a breath of wind right at this moment. It's actually probably the stillest it's been all day.
Yeah, which is great because I got a bit sick of it by the end of the second match.
Was getting a little blustery.
Yeah. So at the moment, 1 ball left to come for both, and Jake Rynne down 1 at the head after scoring a 3 in the opening end. So looking to really continue this push towards the second round if he can get there.
So to switch his hand here. Feels that's got his best access to the jack.
Line was good, just not sure he has the weight, and he's not overly pleased with himself.
I know viewers out there, they like to know what the green's running like, and they are running well. Nice gentle 15, I would say, roundabout. Nice little bit of finish starting to come on the bowls, and with good weather coming up, these greens are going to be up around 17, 18 seconds in 3 or 4 days' time.
Much more consistent end from Daryn there. Picking up the 3.
Tied at 3 apiece, so the last game we were struggling to sort of get multiples, and we've started off with 2, 1 for each player so far. 3 all after 2 ends.
A good comeback from Daryn. settled down after that first end that wasn't great for him.
Sort of about a 3/4 length here. Weight good, just couldn't quite find the line. If you're playing out at Helensvale and doing well, you're doing very well. It's a big club, one of the biggest and most prominent on the Gold Coast. Hosted the first lot of finals at the 2023 World Bowls Championships. So it was men's pairs and triples, as well as women's singles and fours, and then all the para disciplines as well, in which Australia were able to notch up 3 of their 5 gold medals. Of course, the para men's pairs, Jimmy Reynolds, Damien Delgado. The men's triples, Aaron Sheriff, Carl Healy, Corey Wedlock, and then Jake Felberg and Jackie Hudson in the vision impaired mixed pairs. So happy hunting ground for Australian bowls, this Club Helensvale. And of course, the semi-finals and the final Wednesday is always held there, and we love going there because it's always dramatic. That's why we love the Australian Open, because so much is on the line.
So Jake's made a great correction on his first and pretty much nailed the jack.
Green's running beautifully this afternoon. The shadows will start to engulf it a little bit, as you can kind of see there at the halfway point of your screen, just below the jack. Shades just coming into effect.
We're probably around 3/4 of an hour from it. The green starting to drop off as the day gets longer. And Daryn, what a bowl this is. Happy clown pant coloured arrows.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a 101 Dalmatian, but different colours.
Picasso, I think the
Picasso.
term is it? I think that's a term that Aero provide them.
Don't know. If you're correct, they are very special comments indeed, Connor.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to have a chat with Walter, because I reckon happy clown pants. I reckon that'd sell.
Yep, Picasso.
There you go. Learn something new every day. And what Daryn Farrell has learned is that he takes a 1 and takes the lead in this contest 4 shots to 3. You could start your own business though, Happy Clown Pants Incorporated.
Yep, .com.
Sell bowls and clown pants. Really do it all.
I'm sure we'll evolve back to baggy clothes being in for sports. Everything's getting tighter and tighter, especially in all the contact sports.
See, I don't mind that though. I'm a skinny. I do have some loose fitting jeans, but I'm a skinny jean sort of person. I hate the overly bag, like you see people wearing, it's like a loose plastic bag on them.
Yep.
I'm not a massive fan of it, but each to their own.
You were born mid-90s, you say, mate. You missed out on the happy pant period.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
MC Hammer was the king of fashion.
Well, loose is back in now.
Don't think they ever went out of fashion, Troy.
Still got a pair tucked away at home, have you, Connor?
Same age as Val, so fortunately I missed that era as well.
So I was the youngest person at Bowls Australia for a very long time until Connor started. He's 2 months younger. Got me covered.
There you go.
But the media team, the youngest team at BA. That's how we roll.
All right. Jakey Rynne looking for fair correction on his first. He's turned his back and shaking his head at that one, so He's gone overs and unders. I jinxed us with the wind. When I said it was still, it's now just starting to gust a little bit more. Not that that's worrying Daryn too much, because he's just nailed it again. Jake's watching this one a bit more intently.
Certainly is.
And rightly so, because this is coming down into a beautiful position. Look at that.
Excellent weight control.
Good chances here for Daryn, though. He's got a little channel there to work down. Any contact back is good for him, and he is close to it. Oh, he's a bit stiff there. Very stiff.
Mightily unlucky. Not afraid to attack, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, good intent.
He's really taking it up to Jake Rynne here. But this one looks very well pointed. If Jake Rynne has the weight, he is right in the zone. Just falling under. 4 apiece after 4. Very enjoyable contest this afternoon. 2:46 local time. And we're going short. Jake Rynne has brought the mat right up to the point where we can't even see him on the 45.
He has. He's a bit worried about the length of it. And he's told Mitchie, throw it back.
All right. So he won't be overly pleased with that one.
Yeah, just pushing back into that breeze up the other end. Obviously didn't want to overplay it into the ditch, and he's just fallen short. So Daryn will be happy with that.
And our 45 becomes useful once more.
Mitchie Mears at the paddle. Again, he's getting a lot of screen time on Rinkside Live the last couple of days.
Mitch always gets the screen time. He's very good at what he does. It's awesome that he volunteers his time to come and play. He still lives in the south of Brisbane, not too far from Algester, I should say. And just, he loves bowls. Absolutely loves this sport. It's great to see.
And not even playing in the singles himself. He's been marking the last couple of days, and we thought that, oh, maybe he's drawn his section tomorrow, but he's told us that he's not playing, and the main reason for that was to give Omar a chance of...
Yeah.
You know, he wanted to be kind to Omar and not knock him out, so...
Well, he said...
Very big of Mitch, isn't it?
He said it very quickly too. We said, why aren't you playing? And he goes, I want to give Omar a chance. Yeah. And didn't even think twice.
It's the sort of club man he is.
Yep. I like the confidence. I respect the confidence.
So Darren's gone a little long, which opens it up for Jake to get another one in there, and he does. Touch short of the jack, but still adds a little pressure to Daryn. Drifting around this bowl. It's trying to come back for him. It's very close. Very close to shot.
Lots of opportunity for Jake here, though. He can play up onto his own or sit the Picasso bowl.
Arrow, of course, have the all-new Actuality logo, which you can put any design on a bowl. Asking Walter what the most bizarre thing he's had to put on there. It wasn't bizarre, but it was actually quite a nice request. Someone put their deceased spouse, a photo of them on their bowl so that they were always bowling with them, which I think is quite sweet.
So I have caught Mitchie holding up a red red lollipop, so Daryn is holding. Jake searching here.
He's not holding anymore.
That's a nice shot.
Little pep in his step after that as well.
Yeah. They feel good when you get them, just those little runners.
And you follow it through too.
Yeah, it was the prior work from Jake there by putting 3 bowls within, a foot here.
Well, stays on? No.
Well, it was a toucher anyway. So,
True.
yeah, so Jake will still take the 1, or will it be more? No, it'd just be the 1.
Yeah, it's the prior work from Jake there, getting 3 within 2 foot there to allow him to play of that weight. He had options, get the jack like he did, push his own up, or sit through Darren's bowl, and he got option C, which was the jack.
I think that's the key thing, Connor, is having those options, because you want to be playing the percentages. When you've got heads like that to play to, with a bit of security behind you, it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
5-4 after 5. Winner of this goes through to the knockout rounds. Loser goes home. Well, doesn't go home. They are home.
Yeah, not too far up the road.
And most likely playing other disciplines.
Yes.
Jake definitely is.
Yeah, he could well be playing a lot of bowls this week.
It's what you hope to do when you come to an Australian Open, play a lot of bowls. Some people only come up here for the weekend because they know that, their tournament isn't going to last beyond the sectional rounds. Just come up for the experience and hope for the best. I know that Troy and Connor sitting alongside me, they both come here to win.
Yeah, no comment. For me, anyway. I must admit, watching these bowls, I'm getting itchy feet.
Connor said the same thing before.
Yeah. That last game, it was a marathon game, over 2 hours, and I was thinking, I want to be out there.
Might bring the rocks down tomorrow morning for a quick roll up before the game start tomorrow, bright and early. Help kick the dew off for them.
Yeah.
We'll need to get in before the rollers do.
Yeah.
Take up greenkeeping duties.
Oh, they get up way too early in the morning for me.
Oh,
There's no way I could be a greenkeeper.
No. Absolutely zero chance.
Now, Jakey's in the area here again.
If he has the legs.
Thought he was better than that.
His line was perfect. He's going big here. He's not far away. Daryn Farrell, well, he's only cleared 1. And might make things a little bit more difficult if he wants to go for a drive next this final bowl.
Well, he's already shown early in this game he's not scared to have a bit of a crack, Daryn, if the opportunity presents. So that'll be something Jake will keep up his sleeve.
And Jake, if this can go behind, oh yeah.
I reckon he'll go again here, try and get the 2 of them. He's gone once.
He's gone a bit safer here, I think. Unless he crashes into his own and he's got enough weight to promote it.
Oh, no.
And it's close. I think it's going to fall out. So might have cut it down to 1, but it might still be 2. Could tell for a long time that was going to crash. Picasso on Picasso. Is it a multiple? It is, so no harm done if you Jake Rynne. 7-4, just starting to edge out a little bit of a gap.
Jake's trying this short jack again. I'll tell you what, he's short of the 6 foot mark again. I don't know how far up he is. This one might be okay. Darren's having a look at it. Looks like he's pretty right there. In by a good couple of mats.
What do you prefer, Troy? You short end player or more long ends?
Generally, I like to start on a long end. Find I get my rhythm and technique going a bit better if I can sort of stretch out and really bowl through the bowl early on and get a good feel. Once I'm into the game, though, I don't really mind. I do a lot of skipping, so I'm generally thinking about the other team members in my team and the opposition and weighing all of that up in terms of what we play.
You're an unselfish man.
You've got to play to your strengths.
What about you, Connor?
Recently, I think I've been just, start off middle of the line for both Matt and Kitty, and then you work from there. You have to go long or short, depending what your opponent's doing. In the past, I have liked on slow greens to go T to T. People struggle to get it up on a slow Tassie green, on a grass green there. And then if you're playing on a fast synthetic, I usually like going minimum length as well.
Okay.
Just to make it difficult for the opponent.
Well, that is why you're a Tasmanian state champion.
It's probably not the smartest thing to do, though.
Well, he's going to sneak that bowl, yeah.
You want to find a bit of consistency in your game, and changing it up all the time is probably the smartest thing to do. But it sometimes works.
Jake just going around the back. Still only 21 years of age. Jake Rynne possesses an abundance of quality. How is this looking?
Pretty good from my angle.
Currently 2. So one more to come for Jake Rynne to try and stop it. Up 7-4, but if he can't do anything about it...
He won't be short here.
No. His last bowl here last time was a ripper. Mitch gets out of the way. Jake clears out a few. And from 2 down, he remains 2 down. And this is a wonderful free kick if you're Daryn Farrell.
Yeah, really important for him to make this count. He's not going to get many opportunities to score multiples against Jake, so he's got to take it.
He's well and truly obliged. The best of the lot. So, just when you think Jake might be pulling out a little bit of a gap, it's 7 apiece.
Never seen Mitch move so fast there.
No, he was quick. He can do it all, Mitch Mears.
Almost as good as his dance moves, that was.
I've never seen him dance.
You won't see it often, but...
Yeah, like him in shorts.
We talked about Seinfeld earlier, and I'm getting Elaine vibes.
Oh,
from Mitchie.
the little kicks.
Yeah. I think he'd pull that off.
Can't all move like Troy Corber. I've heard you've got a lot of prowess on the dance floor.
Like a giraffe having an epileptic fit, mate. It'd be worth watching, that's for sure, but for all the wrong reasons.
That's good. I kind of want to see it now. Not the giraffe. That'd be cruel, but when you describe it like that. How's this pointed from Jake Rynne? Not too bad.
Mentioned in the second session, we've had really good crowds here down at Broadbeach today. Lovely Sunday, why not? Lovely Sunday afternoon down at the Bowlsy. A few quiet drinks and a meal and watch some good bowls in a nice mild day. Why wouldn't you?
It's been absolutely brilliant to see so many people here. Got Ben Twist, Brianna Smith just lurking around, having a watch as well.
Yeah, can Daryn find 2 feet of weight?
Oh, he's mightily close. I'm not sure that he has, though.
Jake's not happy with this.
No, it's going to drop short again. He got his line right.
Gives the thigh a mighty slap. So it's just a delicate adjustment here from Daryn. Only needing that couple of feet of weight. Does not want to hit that in sideways. Didn't get enough, thankfully.
Got to wait. It's opportunity here for Jake Rynne. Again, to pull further ahead.
This one looks better. Needs it to stop, and it does.
So we'll get the indication. But it looks as though it's going to be a couple to Jake Rynne. We get the tape out. No, it'll be 2. So 9-7. Moving up in quick rate of knots.
Jake seemed to pull the map back here and opt to go a bit longer than he was previously.
Yeah, definite tactical change there, Connor. He's put the jack in the shade for us as well.
Helps with the 45 cameras as well.
That's a pretty fair opener.
Daryn Farrell, what can he reply with?
Tell you what, his reply's not bad, Connor. Look at this. Oh, just going to peel away.
Not bad at all. First bowl in a game of singles is very, very important. You want it to be a part of the head there so you can start playing shots with your later bowls.
Jake's played a good one here. Important for Daryn to get another one in the head here because it'll give him the option then to be able to start playing a bit of weight to this head, but he's dropped short, which isn't ideal.
It's the one thing you didn't want to be short. Even if he was past, gave himself options. Jake Rynne looking to get past that, but just drop short as well.
Yeah, I'd be looking at having a little cursory dash down on this backhand. He's got a chance of actually getting both Jake's bowls out with contact on his wide one.
Yeah, and his is pretty locked in there as well. He's off the draw.
I know some players that would have gone at that with the second bowl Aaron Wilson being one, and
Oh, yeah.
the great South African Eric Johannes.
Eric Johannes.
Now, he would have gone with that with his second bowl for sure. Never seen a surer thing. One of the best games of singles I ever saw was a club game, Paradise Point Open singles on the carpet. And it was Eric Johannes against Sam White, who was at his prime at that stage. And, geez, it was a good game of bowls.
What's he going to collect here? Oh,
That's a really unfortunate result.
Well, what has this actually made here for?
He's very close to 4 down.
Because it squirted it out. Oh, this is a collect. We're going to tape this, so definitely 1 to Jake. Depending on where that back bowl of Daryn has gone, which this is a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, good idea, Mitchy. Mitchy's just getting the chocks out, just to be sure of what he's doing here.
Yeah, so Daryn playing weight with his last bowl. He probably, in hindsight, should have played it a bit earlier, so then he has a chance to cut down with his last. Usually in a game of 4s, Troy, I like to get my 3 to play weight at the head to open up, so it gives the skip, or myself or whoever's skipping, a chance to draw it. You don't want to leave it to your last bowl.
What is the verdict from Mitchell Mears?
He's holding us in suspense.
Yep, he's trying to rearrange them. Not a full count, but still quite demoralising if you're Daryn Farrell. 12-7 is the lead. Biggest margin of the match for Jake Rynne. He led it by 4. Well, he led it by 3, sorry. Now he's leading it by 5.
Really nice rhythmic delivery from Jake. Gets it away really nicely. What we'd call stroking it really nicely out of the hand.
Good reply from Daryn there. It's dropping a foot or 2 short.
You're a bad man, Troy.
He is. He's stroking it beautifully.
Back to the bowls. Oh, God. I think I need to lie down.
These are a good couple of opening bowls from Daryn. A little tuck away too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, not giving anything for Jake to sit on. Jack High.
He's been supremely impressive. It's just been a couple of ends here and there that have gone against him.
Yeah.
Can tell you he'd be right up there in Helensvale's hierarchy. It's Jake Rynne. Just sort of stopped as it crashed, but it's enough to get shot.
Well, they were a bit short on superstars, Helensvale, so they thought they better bring Jake in.
Yeah, true. They're not carrying an abundance of them at all. They've got a nice little display there for the Australian Open. Have we just seen a wrong bias?
We have got a wrong bias.
Oh, no.
I'll put my drink order in now.
What is the penalty going to be at the club for people that have seen that?
Well, what are the rules? How many people are watching the stream at the moment? Has he got to buy a drink for everyone watching the stream? This is expensive.
It's in 4 figures, so...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You might have to get a few more super yachts decked out.
putting it out to BA. Next BA staff conference on a super yacht.
Another great bowl from Jake. So he's corrected from those first two that were a bit long, and now all of a sudden Darren's gone from feeling pretty good about this end to all of a sudden being 2 down.
How was his weight last bowl, Troy?
Yeah, it was fair. It was better than his line. How's he tracking here?
Under.
Just a touch under.
So another one to Jake Rynne, who will continue this. Survey might be 2. And he's got 2 fingers up, so dare say things are starting to get a little ugly for Daryn Farrell, because it's sitting at 14-7 in favour of the youngster, Jake Rynne, 21 years of age.
Well, it can be pretty deadly first to 21. You can't afford to drift out too far. It becomes too much to pull back.
So 14-7. He's doubled his score. Jake Rynne over Daryn Farrell.
Can he bounce back here with a good opener? His weight's pretty reasonable, but he's going to drift under. Back Jake in to make the appropriate correction here. He's in a good rhythm now, and he does. Good rock there from Jake. Swing there from Jake. We'll see him do that from time to time. If it doesn't feel quite right on the backswing, he pulls out and starts again.
The most important thing in bowls is having the same delivery every time. If you have the same delivery every time, you'll be able to correct easier.
And that's what they teach you. No delivery is always the same, but if it's repeatable,
yep,
it's all that matters. Doesn't matter how awkward it looks, if you can replicate that.
Doesn't need to be by the book. If you have your own way of delivering it, as long as it's the same each way, each time.
Some of the amazing British Isle competitors we've had with some of the most awkward actions that look like they're about to do a forward somersault after delivery.
In 4.5 years of working here, I've seen some honkers. But, they work.
Yep.
They just work. You can't all be like Barry Lester and have a picturesque delivery, but Baz, if you look at his, there's just absolutely nothing wrong with it. Mm. Maybe it's because he's a lefty, I don't know, Troy.
We're naturally easy on the eye. Lefties.
What's this done? Might still be 2 to Jake Rynne. Tape coming back out.
I was mentioning Eric Johannes before, and he's a guy that does switch hands, quite literally.
That's an impressive skill to have.
Well, he had an unfortunate health scare a few years back, and I played with him in the Australian Open, and we made the round of 64 or something together, and he was having a bad day and the right arm was a bit shaky for him, so he just swapped over and bowled with the left. Very nonchalantly.
As you do.
I know, to be able to do that ambidextrous, that's a skill. My mum's actually able to do that right with both hands, and it impresses the hell out of me. 16-7 is the score. We've played 11 ends here, and Jake Rynne forging ahead. His last 4 ends have seen him score a 2, a 3, a 2, and a 2.
So it's just that consistency from the young man. He's helped him pick up those multiples. You see a lot of players, and they sometimes just get shot with their last bowl, but only get ones. Jake's been peppering that jack and adding a bit of salt to it as well.
So he's scored 8 times in this match, Jake Rynne. 6 of them have been multiples, so 2s and 3s. Only the 2 singles on ends 4 and 5. Mightily impressive, and have a look at where he's put his first here, Troy.
Yeah, nicely positioned in behind the jack, right where you want it. You'll try and draw that jack to that bowl now. Daryn did a good job to stick with Jake for a fair while early on. But class of Jakey Rynne has started to shine in this game.
Just rinse and repeat. Rynne and repeat.
Very good.
He's on fire. Showing everyone at Club Helensvale why it's so good that they brought him in. How is Daryn Farrell pointed here? Has he got the legs? No. So what are you favouring here? What's Mitch favouring? 2. So can Jake Rynne manage to put in a third and really get the pressure on? He'll change hands.
There is a chance he can bring all 4 in if he gets half of his front one.
Trying to urge it to run. Oh, no, probably not.
We found in our first game today that hand that Jake just moved to was that little bit slower than the other hand. There's another example potentially there, just pulling up a little bit on him.
So there it is. It's going to be another couple to Jake Rynne. He's looking at the third, I think. Might ask to measure. And that's what we're going to get, I believe. No? Oh, we are going to have a quick look. Well, if this is a 3, this will go a long way to ending this one. Bearing in mind it was 7 apiece. That was just 4 ends ago. Jake Rynne has stormed away.
It's close.
It actually is. Call it, Troy. What do you think?
No idea, mate.
Boo.
I'm the worst judge of a bowl there is, mate. You don't want me.
No, I think I've got you covered for that. I think I've got you covered. Your eye would be better than mine. Connor, call it.
I can't with this angle.
Oh.
It looks like Jake.
I'm calling Jake.
I'm calling Jake with the angle, but I need a bird's eye view.
And we are wrong. Either way, it's another couple to Jake Rynne, who moves to an 18-7 buffer. He's 3 shots away. He's in the checkout zone within an end of victory.
Singles is a lonely game when it's not going well for you, and Daryn would be feeling the pinch right about now.
Yep. Well, when it was 7-all, things were looking rather good for a grandstand finish, but Jake has just pulled away, and he looks like he'll be going through to the knockout stages, but not long to go for him, maybe, especially with first up bowls like that right behind the jack. Bit of room, but he can certainly work with it. He needs a 3 to win.
Jake on the reset.
Three to win for Jake Rynne. Just absolutely stormed away. Daryn would at least love to get to double figures.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to take a little bit of momentum and positivity out of the game. But he started so well.
Whatever happens, Val, Helensvale is the winner.
That is true. It's 100% factual.
Yeah,
that's why we brought you in for this last game for a reason, Connor. Yeah, and that's... Is it enough?
Falls over. I think it will be.
It's close. It is. Oh, gee, it's just a small issue with the camera. And the Connor.
So Jake now just going to fall short there. Daryn looks like this one's going to run out of puff.
Just an issue with our ditch camera here. But it looks like Jake holding one.
And it is confirmed as one. So Jake Rynne extends his lead to 19-7 over Daryn Farrell. Within 2 shots of victory.
So the bizarre has happened. Jake Rynne scored a single. 2 off victory.
And he's continued with these long ends after starting the game by minimum length. He stretched it out, and that has helped him immensely.
One nicely done.
That'll give him a bit of confidence, a bit of pep in the step. Jake's having none of that.
Gone for it with the second bowl. He's not far away. Jake Rynne. That's all right. Not a bad result. He's opened it up. He'll be 2 down, but he's opened it up.
there's only one bowl on the green at the moment. So Darren's definitely drawing a second here because he's got nothing to beat.
And he's not going in the ditch. He's not happy with it, so Jake looking to try and wrangle things in his favour.
So we've seen the drive. Let's see how Jake does coming back to the draw. And this is why he's a class player.
You were talking about that the other day, Troy. Hardest shot in the book is a draw after drive.
Yep. And that is a perfect example of how to do it.
I think he's going at this here, Daryn. He's not far away. Just squirting past. So opportunity here for Jake Rynne to hold game.
That will be good enough.
And he holds game. Daryn Farrell.
Well, he's committed once.
Yep.
He might as well go again.
Roly-polied out. And it didn't come out well. That will do. And it's Jake Rynne who wins the last the last 7 ends of the match to go from 7-all to 21-7. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Impressive performance from Jake. Really impressive. Showing some good form.
He must be chuffed with how he's finished that match off. 21-7. An amazing finish for him. 7-all after as many ends. And he's just stormed home to take a well-earned victory and go through to the knockout stages of the 2025 Australian Open. He's gotten there many times before. How deep can he go? We will find out as the tournament ensues. But that's all we've got time for today on Rinkside Live on Bowls Australia's YouTube channel. We'll be back tomorrow morning from 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So check your local guides and we will be with you then. Troy Corber, you'll be alongside me once more.
I shall indeed.
Looking forward to that. And Connor Munnings, well done to you today. You've done a great job and a power of work on the tools behind the scenes and on the mic in this final game as well.
Thank you, Val. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Looking forward to it indeed. Val Febo, my name, Connor Munnings and Troy Corber. Thank you to you both. We'll catch you tomorrow morning on Ringside Live for Bowls Australia's coverage of the 2025 Australian Open live from the sunny Gold Coast.